Hello everyone and welcome back to another Universe Sandbox tutorial, and today we're doing another episode of checking out one of your guys' solar systems. So yeah, we are on episode 70 now of this series. I mean, that's crazy stuff. I mean, yeah, we did the last episode, last video, but I thought I want to get it to 70 today, why not? So yeah, just wow, massive thank you to everyone who has sent solar systems in up to this point. 'Cause it's absolutely crazy. We've had I've probably had absolutely hundreds and hundreds of them sent in at this point now. So yeah, I've still got a massive load to get through at the moment. So yeah, I'm pretty well booked up, I guess, with all of these systems. But yeah, just a massive thank you to everyone who has taken part in this, because it's really cool seeing what you guys can come up with and see all your work and stuff. So it's really cool. And yeah, just a massive thank you to everyone up to this point for sending them in who has. So yeah, just a massive thanks again. And also, guys, a massive thank you to everyone who's recently subscribed as well. It's almost halfway to 6,800 now, and I still need to do the 6,000 special. Gotta get that arranged. But yeah, anyways, let's get into this. So today we've got two systems from Mr. Misslot to check out. I think I have seen a few teasers, and I'm really looking forward to these. So yeah, without further ado, let's just get straight into it. So the first system for today is called the Chaos system. So we'll go ahead and search that up right now. If it would actually, there we go. So let's go and see what he has got for us. So apparently there'll be a lot of reading as well, I've been told. Oh, okay, this looks cool already. And holy moly, that is a lot to read. Okay. So like last episode, we'll leave this menu open, so when we get to each object we can read it as we go along, but I'll read out the first few paragraphs here. So time is running out for the Chaos system. Not only do the planets orbit a massive unstable star, they also have to deal with the giant radiation cloud speeding towards them from a nearby system. Okay, this is really cool. Philosophers on Chaos E tell tales of the doomed Teon system, a system thought to be within close proximity of Chaos. I recognise the name Teon. Have we had one like that called before? 400 years ago, stargazers noticed an unusual, amazing occurrence. A bright light in the night sky. Unknown to them at the time, this was stage 1 of the Teon explosion. Stage 2 of the explosion won't be so amazing. And then space around them begins to change colour as radiation increases. Alright, okay, this is really cool. But first, I'm going to go ahead and check. I'm sure we had one called Teon. Yeah, we did. We had the Teon systems. This is like a nearby system of this system here. Okay, really cool. She's like linking up to some other ones. I'm liking that. Alright. So, leave those behind just for the time being. So here's our start. Okay, so let's get an overview of the whole system. So I heard clicking play could also cause some problems. So definitely have to see what happens when we click play, see if it can run. Right, anyways, here is the star Chaos. So it's pretty big at 4 AU. I can just about read there. We can't check the luminosity on it, sadly, but we can check the habitable zone. So it looks pretty big to me. But we can't obviously open the menu of any of these objects because we have the this bit here. So anyways, this is an O-type star coming to the end of its life. So it's a pretty big blue star there. Right, anyways, Chaos Ace. This is where we started when we loaded in anyway. So Chaos A and A1, a binary system consisting of a scorched gas giant and a supermassive rocky planet. And that's a beauty. That yellow-orange fire-like colour, that looks really cool. So yeah, supermassive rocky planet. So then we have Chaos A1 over here. So this is, well, would it be more of a moon or a binary? He does say it's a binary system, so a binary between two planets. It looks more like a moon to me. So obviously the orbit goes all the way around it. It's a little different to... Or is it like Pluto and Charon? You guys can be the judges of that in the comments down below. But anyways, yeah, that is looking very fine. That looks really cool for like a scorched gas giant. Wow, that is cool. Alright, anyways. So, next up we got Chaos B. Chaos B is highly reflective, another scorched gas giant. Okay, so let's go ahead over to you. And oh, it looks really bright, actually. Whoa, that is very reflective indeed. Looking pretty cool and interesting with the bands as well. We've got yellow and orange, but with mostly white colour. That's really cool. Okay, there's no description on the moons. Right, so we'll go ahead and check those out. So, here we are. That's really close to the... gas giant as well. Look at that. So this is B1, and the background as well is looking cool. He's definitely played around with the brightness and contrast on that as well, looking really cool. Right, next up we got B2 with a custom green trail, looking cool. It's got like the dark cyany green sort of coloured atmosphere, but damn, that gas giant is bright. We're gonna have to land on the surface and have a look around at that gas giant. Then we have B3 over here. So here it is here. So it's just a little minor asteroid. Rightio. Number 4. So, is this another asteroid? Okay, it's annoying because I can't see really in the picture there. 5. Oh, that's also an asteroid. Then 6. Also an asteroid. Alright, so we'll go ahead and land on the closest moon, because I really want to get a view of this gas giant from the surface of one of these moons. So let's go ahead and look around. Here we go. So the star is somewhere. It's down there at the moment. But then if we look how cool that is. Look how big it is as well. Damn. Okay, and it does run with plane. You can also see the shadow of this object here as well. Wow, so the gas giant is constantly in view from this part, or from this area on the moon. I mean, it's a bit laggy, but at least it runs. So, yeah, that is very, very bright indeed. I mean, in reality, something that bright probably would light up the darker side. So it probably would be like this, in a way. Obviously not as bright as the starlight, but it probably would light up this side of the moon. Since of how close it is to the planet, and this thing is very reflective, this probably would light this up in some way, which is pretty cool. So, yeah, there we go. Let's also go to one of the further moons. So this was B3. No, that was no, we'll go to B2. There we go. And it also has a ring system as well, which is looking pretty cool. Oh, that is a cool view of the star as well from here. So let's go ahead and land on here. Let's go all the way to the surface. Right. Oh, that background is really cool. Right. So there is the gas giant. So look how cool it is. And there's obviously the star. So let's see what the gas giant looks like. Oh, that is looking cool. Wow. All right. So we'll probably just see it some point here. Well, where is it? There it is. Oh, it's really hard to control this while it's all flying around. But yeah, that is a cool view. That is really, really cool. Definitely a bright gas giant indeed. Alright, so that's Chaos B done. Right, so next up we've got Chaos C, a pitch black hot gas giant. So this is giving me a Trace 2B vibe. So let's see what we got over here. So a very blacked out, and it absorbs a lot of light. Oh, wow, look at that. That looks really cool. Yeah, definitely a Trace 2B lookalike, this guy here. But that, look at how cool that is. Wow. The black with the dark red bands looks very menacing indeed with that ring system as well. Really, really cool stuff. And then we got C1 over here. I think that's just another little minor moon. Yeah, there it is there. But look at those red bands. I wonder what this guy would look like if we increase the temperature. That could be very interesting. Then we've got Chaos C2. Then we have C3 over here. And this one's actually a larger object. And it's actually got some water on it. Ooh, is it colonized? I can't read the temperature because we've got all the words in the way. I'm trying to just quickly see if I can spot it as I scroll this, but yeah, I can't see the temperature, but it's definitely above 0 degrees. Obviously, we can see some water on it, so we'll have to try and come back and check the stats on that after there. Right, so there we go. Right, now we got Chaos D. So this is currently experiencing a giant spore surge. A planet-wide invested species thought to have come from Chaos E can destroy up to 90% of the planet's native species in this event. So it's got like a plagued virus or fungus disease on it, I guess. So there we go. Let's go over here. Yeah, giant spore surge should be like a fungus kind of thing. So here it is. It's going with like a Neptune blue atmosphere as well. Ho, look at that. And it also has a moon as well over here. Right, so there we are. So those two. That does look really cool, that atmosphere colour though. Ho. Very, very nice indeed. Right, so there's Chaos D. So this is Chaos D. So this could be mistaken for an Earth at quick glance due to its advanced life and green surface, but one look towards its moon proves that it is truly alien. Okay, so what this is, what's up going over here then? Right, so let's see what we got here. So this is meant to look like an Earth at first glance. So here it is here. And it actually looks like it's got a, I think that's a colonized Venus texture underneath that. I think it's a Venus with the, or Venus surface with the Earth texture on it. And that's looking really cool with city lights as well. So this is where the, if we go back to Chaos D, this is where the giant spore surge, and it thought to have come from Chaos E. So this thing here may have released some sort of spores or something into space which infected Chaos D. Alright, so here's E1. Okay, so what's going on over here then? So this is a gas giant. Okay, so Earth at quick glance due to its advanced life and green surface, but one look towards its moon proves that it's truly alien. So it looks like, this thing looks like it's bigger, but it's still orbiting Chaos E. So maybe this probably has less mass, but it's bigger in size by the looks of it. I definitely think that is bigger than that by the looks of it. So yeah, pretty interesting stuff there. Right, so now we are moving on to Chaos F. So let's see what we got over here. Right, hello Chaos F, what is up with you? Right, so a giant storm is creeping from poles on Chaos F, tarnishing its perfect light blue face. Ooh, so we've got some dark blue areas appearing on this guy. Looking really, really cool. And it's got a lot of moons around it as well. So there we go. They look like they're all little asteroid moons. Yeah, Chaos F4, this one's got some more features to look at here. So it's a frozen ice world, and that's a cool view of the gas giant as well. Let's get a landing of that. So if we land here, you can see the star over there. Right, so if we look up, where is it? Oh, that is a cool view. I like that. Wow. Alright, so there we go. So F, then we have 5 over here. Has this one got any, it looks like it's got some features to look at. Okay, so it's got an atmosphere as well. Looks like an earth-coloured atmosphere at first glance there. Rightio. Right, that's all of Chaos F. Right. So now we're going on to G. Right. So let's see what it says. So an impact left Chaos G with no major moons and a flipped rotation. Ooh, so it's like a Uranus-like object. Look at all the moons. All of these little asteroids. Anyway, I'm guessing, yeah, they're all just pieces of rubble and debris. All of these guys here. So there's been a massive explosion and collision here. So yeah, it's like the Uranus sort of thing with all being tipped on its side by another planet or something like that. Really, really cool. That's an interesting band colours as well, like a red band in the middle and then more of like yellow and orange like bands. That's looking very fine indeed. If that was recoloured, that could probably look good as a Jupiter as well, with a red spot added as well. Yeah, it could work as a Jupiter. Then we have Chaos G7 over here. So here it is. It's just more little asteroid debris, and I'm guessing the last one, also an asteroid. Okay. Right, so Chaos G. So now we're moving on to H. We're taking a massive jump out, almost like double the distance over here. So H, what do you got for us? So this is one of Chaos. Oh, it has a super volcano. Ooh, okay. So one of Chaos H's super volcanoes has erupted. This leads to the gas dwarf's bands to change in different ways. It's only one moon, and it's a Titan full of exotic lights. So it's a Titan-like moon. Okay, but yeah, look at the band on that. That's really, really cool. It's also got a few other coloured bands as well. So very interesting colour choices and stuff. That is a very unique design to a gas giant. Look at that. Right, so Chaos H and H1. So this is like a Titan-like object. Yes, it's pretty frozen up though, as you can see. It looks like it's a moon texture with a lot of ice on it, with some city lights as well. Yeah, to me it looks like a moon texture. And the city lights look like they're in odd places as well. How's he done that? It's like the lights go around the craters and stuff. That is very interesting. How do you get the city lights to appear like that? That is very, very interesting. That doesn't look like the normal city light texture, so yeah, very, very interesting. Let me know how you did that. Then we've got Chaos I. Okay, so H. Now we're on I. So okay, a massive jump. We've got a yellow banded one over here. Well, not yellow band, but yellow trail. So let's see what we got here. So, ooh, okay, so it's going with a race yellow atmosphere. I do like that colour. So Chaos I's sudden heating is worrying scientists as it is less than 1 light year away from the main star. So this thing's got heat on it. Huh, interesting. I'm liking that yellow atmosphere. That race yellow does look good. Right, then we have I1 over here, and a very dark moon by the looks of it. So there is that. Alright, so now we are going to Chaos J. So apparently the sudden increase in heat has given Chaos J a slight burst of colour. Because like he said up here, he said that this system was going through a cloud of gas and stuff. So that would, in theory, it could heat up some of these guys. Right, so Chaos J. So it has a slight burst of colour. So, ooh, it's very dark. Alright, so let's see, go on studio. Let's see what this guy looks like. So it's very pale, like pastel-like colours on it. But it's looking pretty good. So we've got white, blue, green. Then it goes to like a pink and then a purple, and it's got a slight temperature to it as well. That's looking really nice. So then we've got J1 over here. This moon is unbelievably close. Damn, look at that. Very, very close indeed. There we go. It's also got a ring system. Then we've got J2 over here. So there we go there. And then lastly, J3. Right, and there it is there. So there we go. And he says, playing the sim will not work well. Some planets may change temperature, and many orbits may not be stable. I played it, and it ran fairly well. I'll have to remove the rings and see if I can play it properly. Anyways, Chaos Case. This is the last object. So apparently, Chaos has struck. The atmosphere has been set on fire. Ooh, what do we got here then? Right, let's go over to it. So zooming in. Right, so the atmosphere has been set on fire. So is there any atmosphere left? It's very dark. Any atmosphere at all? Doesn't look like it. Okay, so that is it for all of the descriptions. Now we can get rid of that. So here it is here. So it's 500 degrees. Pretty hot guy here. No atmosphere. Well, actually, no, there is an atmosphere. Where is it? Studio? I'm turning it on and off. It's not visible at the moment. I think it's because it's too hot in temperature. If we lower the temperature, maybe it will... maybe we can see the atmosphere reappear. If we run it for a bit. Why not? Let's run it. We can run it at 7 hours. Could be worse. Is the atmosphere going to return for us? 0 degrees? Come on, where's the atmosphere? I want to see. Oh, there you go. That's all the atmosphere we're looking for. Look at that. I'm guessing maybe because I played it earlier, it kind of messed this guy up, but look at that. That red. Oh. Wow. That is looking really fine indeed. So obviously you can't see it at all in the dark, so you have to go on flashlight mode, but look at that. Wow. So that's what it looks like underneath all the clouds. So there it is there, so blacked out, got a bit of water on it, as you can see. But those clouds, obviously red atmosphere, but with a cloud. It's one of the crazy fire god-like planets here. Looking really cool, those super bright reflective clouds. That red does look good. Right, so there we go. That is it all for the Chaos system. But let's quickly go back to the Earth-like one, and let's check its stats. So it was Chaos D, I believe. So no, Chaos D. Go to that one. Right, so there it is here. This was the Earth-like one, wasn't it? So here we go. So what are the stats on you? Actually, there was a few Earth-like ones, but yeah, there it is. So 74 and 5. Let's also go into chart mode and get the full lineup. So there's obviously the star. Then we have all the planets. And I got to say my favourite one is definitely that hot Jupiter one here. This one looks amazing. Look at that. That is my favourite one, 100%. That looks really, really cool. There you go, got rid of the rings. It's not laggy and choppy anymore. So yeah, that is 100% the top one for me. But yeah, look at all these guys. There's the highly reflective one again. Look at it now. Wow. Very, very bright. Then we have the Trace 2b-like object here, the very dark one. There's the fire god-like planet. There. We also have the other Earth-like one here. Let's check the stats on you. So 96 and 78. There's that frozen ray shadow one. Then we have another Earth-like. It's got very low life likelihood. I wonder why that is. What's the atmosphere on this? Is it low pressure by any chance? I believe it is. Yeah, obviously, life as we know it, or I know humans in general, they can't live in low surface pressures. So that's probably why the settings are down. But yeah, really, really cool lineup of objects here. But yeah, my favourite 100% is that. That is a beauty. Look how cool it is. Oh, that's very fine. Wow, that is a proper like hot Jupiter look. That is cool. All right. Anyways, now moving on to the next system and the last one we got for today. So this is the Genesis system. So let's go ahead and search that bad boy up. So here it is here. And that thumbnail looks pretty cool. So let's see what we have got. Oh, now this is the one I was being teased. I saw that. And wow, we got some more reading as well. Right, there was a tip for Lukey at the bottom. Okay, so we won't read that yet. Alright, so the Genesis system is located in a young star cluster. This star cluster is known as the ultramassive stars. Genesis is one of the largest. Okay, we'll have to compare that to some of the big stars in reality. Because of the clusters... Okay, so it's believed that the cluster cannot be natural. Some scientists theorize that it could be remnants of some sort of high-energy explosion. The cause of the explosion is unknown. Supernovas are a common occurrence in this star cluster and has led to some interesting elements being present. Oh yeah, because obviously with supernovas you can create a lot of more elements on the periodic table. But holy moly, before we even start, look at that. Whoa, that does look cool. Like a very fiery, volcanic-looking gas giant with those that colour theme. That looks. Look how cool it looks from a distance. I mean, that is cool. All right. Anyways, we'll get to that a little later. So let's go and have a look. So how large is this star anyway? So it is 7 AU. So that is a pretty big guy there. So that's Genesis. Right, but yeah, look at that. Right, so yeah, supermassive star, its life expectancy is unknown, but you'll see a big star like that would probably burn its hydrogen cooker. Anyways, Genesis A. Genesis is a hot Jupiter. Dark side of the planet can lit up, and its moons. Oh, that is so cool. That does look really, really pretty. Right, so that's planet A. That is looking very cool. And also, look how cool the background on this looks. Very, very bright, intense. He's definitely turned the contrast on this up and stuff. I mean, look at it. There's not really much of it visible though. You can see he's used the Milky Way theme, but he's had a real play around with it, and you can barely see the line across the background, but you can see some patches of stuff. I like that. That's cool. Right, anyways, that is Genesis A. Right, so now moving on to Genesis B. And let's actually read that tip as well. AM asteroid moon. Okay, so AM is asteroid moon. Pressing play will not go well. I know you like chaos and destruction, so please check out the whole system beforehand pausing. Definitely got to click play first. Alright, anyways, yeah, we'll click at the end. Alright, so next up we got Genesis B, osmium rich. That's an element, I believe. Osmium. So there we go. Oh, that's looking pretty cool, actually. Very light. Look, it reminds me of Jupiter's moon Io, but that red atmosphere does look menacing, doesn't it? All right, so Genesis B. Genesis B is the first planet in the system to have an abundance of the rare element osmium. Yeah, it's an element. In the planet's early days, osmium rain, rivers, and oceans were common. Ooh, that's pretty cool. So yeah, there is that. I mean, look at the back. There's more of the background there. That looks really, really cool. Right, so there it is there. It's moving out. Next up, we've got Genesis C retrograde rotation. So is it going or rotating the wrong way around? So here it is here, and oh, that looks like a beauty. All right, Genesis C is known for its retrograde rotation. Its other notable feature is violent storms scattered across the atmosphere. And that, look at that. Oh. Very, very nice Neptune blue with the white, and there's some cyan bands in there as well. That is a nice looking object. Really, really cool. Okay, so we've got some AMs here. So these are all asteroid moons. So obviously, since he's already pointed it out for us, we don't need to zoom in on any of them since they're all asteroids. And then we have Genesis C1 over here. So this is a very pale looking object, but I'm guessing under that surface it's more of a yellow and orange colour. But I can't open the menu to close or see it because obviously this is in the way. So yeah, we'll just have to view it like that for now. But yeah, that's looking cool. There it is there. That Neptune-like object is really nice. Right, then we have C2 over here. Similar as well, with a more white grey coloured atmosphere, blue surface underneath. Then the last moon around this planet is this guy here. So there it is, looking really, really nice. Right, but yeah, I've got to say that gas giant is very, very pretty. All right, so yeah, there's Genesis C, very, very cool. Right, so where are we heading next? Next up, we got Genesis D. So this is nitrogen rich. All right, so Genesis D is a hot desert. This is because of its thick nitrogen-rich atmosphere. This atmosphere was created by an early life form on the planet. So there it is here. So it's a very cloudy, like more of a thick atmosphere, obviously with a light sort of pink colour to it. Right there, so that's the nitrogen. We've got some more asteroid moons. It's a faint ring system as well, as you can see. Another asteroid moons, a lot more of asteroid moons. Then it has one bigger moon out here. Yeah, I really like that background. And this one's looking pretty cool. It's like a hazel green, yellow sort of colour there. Looking like a swamp-like savanna is what I'm getting from this. So yeah, that is looking really cool. I'm liking that. Yeah, definitely like a swamp, savanna, desert sort of world. I really like the way that looks, I have to say. That's a very cool colour options on there. Right, so there's Genesis D1. Right, so now moving on to Genesis E. So here is E. So this is an Earth-like object. Is a reminiscent of an early Earth. This planet is very geologically active. Life is thought to be brewing in the hot crater lakes. Okay, so there it is here, and it's actually an Io. It looks like an Io texture mixed with a moon texture, I want to say here. Or an an Io texture on a moon, I think is actually the better way to describe it. It's going also with like a light pink, white coloured atmosphere here. That's looking very, very nice indeed. Yeah, really good use of the texture there. That's looking very nice. So yeah, there we go. It's all alone though. Oh no, it has some moons. So there we go. I like the way that looks. So here's E1. So we've got some default looking moons here. So there we go. And then we've got like a darker one with one of those dark brown atmospheres by the looks of it. There we go. Oh, hang on. Is this the? I think that is our custom Callisto right there. I want to say that's our custom Callisto. I'm not sure. Let me call the Callisto in quickly. I want to see Callisto. So this is the dark Callisto. Let me quickly spawn that in here. It looks very similar to that. Okay, it's paused. Is it the same? They do look pretty similar. Yeah, it is. You can see the texture right there. Those two big craters there. That is the dark Callisto. Yeah, managed to spot that. Pretty good eye I've got to spot that. All right. Anyways, E2. Let's head out of there. Right, so next up we got Genesis F. This is a Titan. So it's a cool Titan. If life was able to hop from Genesis E to Genesis F, a whole new age will start. Ooh, oh, look at that. Oh, that is a cool looking yellow. Wow, that is very, very nice. It almost reminds me of a colonized Mars with the way the land looks. That's pretty cool. But yeah, look at that golden yellow atmosphere. I have not seen a yellow atmosphere like that before. Maybe this guy's tinted as well. I think it is tinted, but that is a beauty. That is a really nice yellow atmosphere there. Alright, then we've got some more asteroid moons. It's got a little ring around it as well. Maybe that was a moon that got destroyed because it got too close. But yeah, look at that. That is very nice. Alright, so Genesis F. Next up, we've got Genesis D. Okay, so infected rock. Okay. So this is originally a cool terror that orbited a nearby star. A war in the system caused the planets to be ejected. It eventually drifted to the Genesis system. A strange life form has taken up all of the planet's surface. This life form was named Flood. So there it is there. That reminds, is that a Doctor Who reference by any chance? Because there was a villain on Mars, or there was an episode on Mars where there was infected water known as the Flood. Maybe it's related to that in a way. But yeah, there it is there, and it looks like it's got some vegetation or an earth texture on it as well, like the green and stuff like that. But he may have just picked the colour options to look like that. That is looking very, very nice. I'm liking that. So there it is there. It's also got the cream atmosphere, and it has one asteroid moon around it there. But I like that. Nice colour options. Right. So, Genesis D. Right, next up moving to Genesis H. So, in the early days of the system, Genesis H was a large terror full of oxygen, iron and water. Over time, the planet began colliding more and more hydrogen. The planet's surface may be of interest. Ooh. Right, so H. Iron oxide rich. Right, so let's see what we've got here. So it's picked. You can see it's got a lot of well, it's now a gas giant. So iron oxide gas there, and that is a cool like maroon red there. That is a cool maroon red indeed. Yeah, with the bands. So it's also got some more asteroid moons. It's also got a regular moon here, looking really, really fine. So H1, then we have H2 over here. So there we go there. Well, that's going. Whoa. That's one of those gas giants with atmospheres. You can see there's a gas giant because of that circle there. That's a gas giant with an atmosphere. And that's looking very interesting. It reminds me of Titan in a way as well, without the atmosphere there. That's looking really, really cool. So there it is there. H2, then we have another asteroid moon. Alright. So zooming out again. So there's H. Now we're going to ice. This is an ice giant. Its band patterns shift quite regularly. This is because of its massive planet-wide storms fueled by its large close moon. Okay, so here it is here. And that's a nice looking ice giant as well. Woohoo! Very nice. So there it is there. And yeah, that moon is pretty close indeed. As you can see here, also a banded object as well. So two like objects with gas there. Look at the rings as well. You can see some blue rings, then some more generic looking rings further out. Then we have a bunch of asteroid moons. But yeah, that's a cool look. If we just turn off all the orbits and stuff, that's a cool, nice looking one to look at on the ice giant there. Very nice. So yeah, there we go. Let's just turn those back on. Right, so next up we've got Genesis J. This is the largest planet in the system. Right, so Jupiter-like. Right, here we go. So here we are. So largest planet, and it looks like it almost reminds me of the Saturn sort of colours with it there. Also going with the bands. He did say to me that these systems will be quite gas giant focused with all the modern and stuff. So yeah, I can definitely see what he means. With all the gas giants are very unique and modded in their own ways. So yeah, there is that one. Then we've got Genesis J1 over here. So there we go. Looks like Sedna in a way, of like the dark red there. Then we got Genesis J2 over here. So there we go. Rightio. So Genesis J2. Then we have J3 out here. So this one's got a lot of moons as well. So there it is there. Right, and then Genesis J4. So there we go. So check it out there. So it's like a frozen ice world there. Rightio. Alright, let's move on. Alright, so J4. Alright, now we're going to Genesis K. One of Genesis K's year, you can expect to find propane, snow, and ice. Alright. So yeah, for most of its year. Right. So here it is here. So it's going with like a pinkish white atmosphere again. Or pinkish whitey grey. Then we have one moon around it. So here it is. Not really much to look at there. So yeah, moving on. Right, next up we've got L. The storms of Genesis L are quite interesting. They aren't too violent, but they transport matter from deep inside Genesis L's atmosphere. This creates the clashing colours. Ooh. Alright, so this is a frozen ice giant, or frozen gas giant. So here we go over here. And what the heck? Why is the light on this side when the star is over there? What is this? Realistic? It was the auto mode that is making it glitched. So we'll go to studio and get a better look of it here. So there it is. That is a nice looking green on it. Well, like a light green. You can see some different colour bands, the brown and the white sort of colour bands there. Okay, so we've got some asteroid moons. Then we have Genesis L1 out here. So there it is. Going with a white atmosphere. Right, so the last planet now. Let's go to Genesis M. So this is Genesis M is nothing impressive. The planet could not collect much mass, so this makes it a gas dwarf. Okay, so it's very far out as well. So let's see what we have got. So Genesis M. So here it is here, going with like a very greyish, sort of dark greyish blue purple sort of colour to it. There it is there. And it has a ton of asteroid moons around it. Alright, so yeah, there we go. So that is everything. So we can get rid of that now. Let's get a full lineup of this system before we kick play. So, here we go. So we've got a lot of rings in it as well. My favourite is 100% this guy. I mean, that looks so cool. The way that looks. Damn. So yeah, we've got that one there. I did like the Ice Giant one here as well. And that Neptune blue one. Yeah, these are my top 3 gas giants. These 3 right here. They're definitely the coolest. And then going to the rocky objects. That one with the Io texture. Yeah, that is my favourite rocky. I think that looks really, really cool. And well done there. It even beats out this one, if you ask me, the golden one. I just like the one with the Io more, but yeah, this golden coloured one, that is really cool as well. And then I do like this one as well, but let's look underneath it. So that's what it looks like underneath. It looks like it's been tinted to me there. So yeah, there we go. Right, so that is the whole system, guys. So yeah, let me know, what did you think of these two systems? And also let us know which one do you think is better down below as well, because I'm pretty sure the creator, Mr. Mislot, will be interested to hear what you have to say on his systems. And yeah, I'll leave a link to him down below in the description as well, like I usually do if I have the link to everyone's channels. For this, yeah, I'll leave a link to him down below. But yeah, there we go. So yeah, my favourite, that is such a cool looking object. But let's kick play, let's see if anything happens. So you can already see stuff is smoking up down here, oh no. You can see stuff's losing mass and stuff. How quick can we play this simulation anyway? Oh, okay. There's been collisions. It's utter chaos. Oh dear. What has happened to this? So that has just been completely incinerated. Look at it. There's nothing left. The mass is just gone. So, yeah, that didn't have much life left in it. One of the Ice Giant is actually heated up. I'm guessing that's some tidal heating. With the gas dwarf or that little gas moon next to it. So the Ice Giant is now more of a hot Ice Giant there. So there it is there. But yeah, we had a few collisions. Also, more stuff is vaporizing at the bottom end of the spectrum here with these little ones. But yeah, that is it, guys. So yeah, let me know again. What do you think about these two systems down below? And yeah, that's about it. So let's see if we can go for 40 likes on this video, guys. And yeah, if you got your own systems to send in, and the only way to do it right now is to send them to me in Discord DMs, because yeah, I'm getting too many at the moment, so I want to slow down the traffic a bit. But yeah, if you want to send them, then go ahead and feel free to send them there. So yeah, that is that. But yeah, that is such a cool looking object. But yeah, anyways, a massive thanks to Mr. Mislot again for sending these in, and also a massive thanks to everyone who has participated up to this point, since we're on episode 70 now. So yeah, just a massive thank you to everyone ever who has sent their systems in. But yeah, that is about it, guys. So yeah, make sure you all have a great day. Subscribe if you're new and helps on the journey to 7,000. And yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.